Okay, so all 5 of the characters have journeyed into the land. The land has once been ruled by pirates. However, their goal is to find the hidden treasure of the cursed pirates, who have now been cursed by flying skeletons. For their goal, they have traveled many miles uphill, downhill, and even in water. For all 5, Skelion, the skeleton-like, Gunner, Hank, the one with the blue sword-like, which is his magma hammer, dipped in snow, still does same amount of damage, SK, the one holding the large spear, who is a silent killer, the robot-looking one in the back, which is Zeb, who is the laser operator, who is also a wizard who likes to perform voodoo, and the one in the red, Relator, who is Hank's ninja. Hank and Relator have a relationship and are the only ones who have known each other, for Hank is Relator's boss. The other 3 have just met to do this adventure and find the treasure and split it up. Hank suddenly says, "How come I am in the back? I'm thinking that I shall be in the front, since I think I have leader skill qualities." Then, SK turns to Hank and says, "Who made you the leader?" And Hank says, "Well, I just thought that I had leadership qualities, that's all." Relator says, "We all were thinking like that. Yet I'm thinking that now we should go ahead to it." "Yes, indeed," said Zeb, the robot-like one. "Okay, so, SK, I'm thinking that you go over there and check. I heard a noise," said Skelion, the gunner. Okay then. So the rest of them stay there while SK, the silent killer, checks to see. SK comes across a dinosaur-like creature with an ape-like man riding on it with a large spear and 2 skeletal minions. Basically. Now we have to roll to see if SK can be seen. SK is spotted. Suddenly, the dinosaur-like creature with its ape rider on it turns and says, "Attack!" And suddenly it is now a roll for initiative, as the team gets a 3 and as the enemies get a 1. The team goes first. As for SK, knowing that he is not that good at close combat, doesn't he really care, and goes to attack one of the minions anyway. He's 25 or higher. Gets a 17. That is a definite mess. The rest all run like crazy in order to attack, basically taking up their move as running, yet still running. Relator goes close because he knows he has a better chance up close. And so, now it is the enemy's turn. As the skeletal minion goes to roll to see what his attack is, and he goes after Hank. Does he get it? No, that is a ultimate miss. Now, for the other skeletal minion, with his gun, this one decides to shoot. He shoots. The gun is aiming for the laser operator, Zeb. This one. The Zeb dodge it. He makes an attempt to dodge. Zeb does not dodge it, but only takes 1 hit point of damage. Zeb is now down to 38 hit points. And as for the dinosaur-like creature, gets his attack and goes after Relator the ninja, who happens to actually be the closest to him, as he tries to step on Relator. He gets his attack and does 4 points of damage. Relator is now down to 8 hit points. Now, the ape-like creature gets his giant spear and tries to stab Relator in addition, as a miss. Now, Hank thinks it should be his turn, and what Hank does, figures he could kill, or at least try to kill, the powerful dinosaur, because that's the most powerful, he figured. So he runs up to the dinosaur, takes a swing with his magma hammer, which he ultimately misses. However, the silent killer, SK, takes a shot at the skeletons, which also a miss. The laser operator, Zeb, uses his fireball, which is a hit, and versus the dinosaur, brings the dinosaur down to about 13 hit points. Now, 2 more attacks are left, as the gunner, Skelion, fires his gun at one of the skeletal minions, gets it, and killed it. So that skeletal minion is now dead, and as the last attack happens to be Relator's attack, as Relator makes an attempt to stab the ape-like creature riding the dinosaur. He gets a miss for his stab. As for now the enemy's turn, the skeletal minion tries to shoot, going after Hank. He is not able to dodge, giving Hank only 2 points of damage. Hank is now down to 25 hit points. Now suddenly, the ape riding on the dinosaur suddenly attacks, tries to go after SK the silent killer. SK tries to make a dodge, successfully dodges all the way over here, leaving the ape-like creature and his dinosaur trying to chase after SK the silent killer. Now Hank takes his shot at it, or actually no, the dinosaur, the ape-like creature tries to command the dinosaur to go after SK, and it works, and so Hank tries to intercept the attack and attack the dinosaur. Hank gets his attack, and Hank leaves it down to 1 hit point. Ape-like creature is banging like crazy, trying to keep his dinosaur from falling down. Ape-like creature is mad at Hank and takes a swing at Hank, which is a miss. The Skelion then shoots at the ape-like creature, which is a miss. However, laser operator Zeb shoots a fireball at the creature, the ape creature. It's also a miss. And suddenly Relator takes his hit onto the ape-like creature. Oops. And suddenly brings the ape-like creature down to 4 hit points. Urgh! The skeletal soldier, or minion, figures Relator is the closest and tries to attack Relator. As a miss. The ape-like creature tries to attack Hank again. Also a miss. And the dinosaur tries to attack SK, which is a hit. And he gives him 6 points of damage. Wow, and now SK is now down to 14 hit points. Suddenly, Hank tries to attack the ape-like creature, gets the attack, and Hank kills the ape-like creature. Dinosaur, now with no master, attempts to run away. I'm figuring that is a dinosaur, basically just an innocent dinosaur. Choose not to attack it. The other one suddenly realizes, saying, "Wait, don't kill me." Zeb, the voodoo wizard, since not being the most good guy, says, "Why not?" "Well, because I can show you what you've came for, the treasure." They all figured out that that is what they came for, after all. So, they all follow the Skelion, or the skeletal-like minion. He says, "Right here." And suddenly, the wall happens to be the treasure. The wall, treasure full of silver. But this particular silver, being a rare type of silver, happens to be worth a lot. I say, how much? Approximately the weight of 600 gold pieces. Well then, let us split it up into 100 for each of us, including you, for you did help us. Very generous of you, sir. Well, so as a result, the treasure has been found. What will they do next? Will they look for a new thing, end it here, continue to look on the island, or go and possibly into a totally new location? I'm MegaVergan, and thank you for watching.